So the holiday season is undoubtedly one of my favorite times of year. I mean, yes, once February comes around, you're left with nothing but like snow and the cold and an extra day sometimes, I guess. I'll crave summer just like a little teeny itty bitty bit. But it's just not the same. Up until this year, as soon as October hit, and I'm talking like 8 months into, I'm talking like 10 months into the year, I would genuinely need to put in effort into not listening to Christmas music. Like the craving is there, the desire was there. August, September, October, that's 10. But this year, for obvious reasons, things are different. I mean, it's already December and I haven't even thought about sneaking in a little Michael Bublé into the rotation. And so I figured I'd give myself like a little bit of a nudge, a little push into it, you know? Just throw myself into the lion den. That's not an expression that works here. If there's anything at all that I learned from Gretchen Wieners is that sometimes you just need to make it happen. And so I sat in my kitchen, holiday attire on, hot chocolate in hand, Christmas music in the background. I even went as far as putting Kelly Clarkson's The Trouble with Love Is just like in between each song, since they removed Love Actually from Netflix, and like if we're being honest, it's the same thing. And I kind of just like sat there and just waited. I don't know what I was waiting for, like I was gonna get smacked in the face by Santa Claus or something. And if there's anything that came out of that like decently sad sounding brainstorming session, it's this advice where if you're anything like me and you're not really feeling it this year, will hopefully get you into the holiday mood. Tip number 1 is to slowly work your way into the holiday music. I know listening to Christmas music seems like the most obvious thing, but in my lifetime, I've kind of found it to be hit or miss. That said, there are approaches that you can take that I think give you the best chance of being put into like that holiday, uplifting, kind of bittersweet mood. Now it's safe to say we all know about Mariah Carey's original version of All I Want for Christmas Is You. Christmas is you. Christmas is you. All I Want for Christmas Is You. There we go. Just, you know which song I'm referring to. And my advice is hold off on listening to that one for now. I mean, hey, there's a reason why most live shows start with an opener. You never really want to start off at the peak right off the bat. It's just kind of nice to enjoy something knowing that it's only going to get better. At least, you know, if you like that song. So I would say start with something nice and then let Mariah Carey come to you. Some of you might have the Christmas playlist that you either recreate or resurrect every single year. Perfect, use that. And for those of you that don't and want a free alternative, no question, Pandora's Holiday Station slaps harder than Bobby Straganovsky. Tip number 2 is to watch something that you can quote. Set a few hours aside and watch some Christmas classics. Personally, I like to watch movies that I've actually grown up watching. These include How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Elf, Jingle All the Way, any of the first 3 Home Alone movies, A Wee John Semco Christmas, an absolute classic. That said, if you're someone that likes to watch something new every year, Hallmark actually releases like tens of new holiday movies every single year. I think this year they're releasing like 40. Although this one's like kind of a hack. Those of you who don't know, a little Easter egg that Hallmark does is if you put 2 of their movies on separate screens and press play at the exact same time, you'll realize that they're actually the exact same movie. I know for a fact it works with 2. I think it works with 3. Don't quote me on that. Tip number 3 is to bake something that takes time. For example, yes, these are great, but it's like a 3-step process. Step 1, put them in the oven. Step 2, take them out of the oven. Step 3, take a strategically angled photo for your Instagram story so you don't show how badly you burnt the bottoms. Anyway, I think a lot of the fun about making holiday cookies is the actual process of making them. So my advice is to find a good recipe online, get some cute cookie cutters, throw on some Christmas music, and at this point, get a camera. Might as well make the 41st Hallmark movie. Tip number 4 is to do an activity that you did every year growing up. In my view, a lot of that holiday spirit is really just like seasonal nostalgia. Meaning, yes, listening to holiday music and baking cookies are fun activities, but I think that the real energy comes from having your senses stimulated with like the same theme every single year, like coming from movies, parades, the radio, your Old Navy advertisements. So using that logic, any activity that you do seasonally has the potential to strike the same chord. So think about some of the things that you used to do when you were younger. Something that's kind of cool is that a lot of online games that you may have played growing up have actually been brought back by like teams of original users. And this includes games like Toontown, Club Penguin, VMK. If you really want to take it a step further, you can go online and look up old AIM or like Uvu sound effects and just have that playing in the background. It really can be any activity. In my case, my mom actually used to let me light these like holiday scented candles. And when I was little, I was like afraid of when like the flame of the match would get too close to my finger, so I kind of just like tossed it and like just set fire to the dining room table cloth thing. So now, every year, I order like 1,000 matches online and I just go crazy. Look, anyway, truth be told, I'm actually in the middle of that 4th step right now. Except my nostalgic activity is making a YouTube video. Yes, you're watching this video is merely a side effect of my pursuit to get into the mood for the holidays. Now, whether or not this actually works is up to future version of me, who's probably editing this video right now. I mean, at this point, I might as well ask, how are you feeling, future me? Just, yeah, you know? There you go. Now you know. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I only listed out 4 tips, the 5th tip was actually to light a holiday scented candle, but in accordance with my agreement with the state, I am no longer allowed to encourage that. Anyway, look, I know it's been a weird year and a lot of us have been feeling off, and that's okay. I just hope this video was able to kind of pull you away from the chaos for a few minutes. If you want to talk more about this or anything else for that matter, I've actually been streaming on Twitch for like a year now, so if you want, you can go and follow that channel. I'll put a link in the description, and you'll get a notification for the next time that I'm live. And for those of you that made it this far in the video, what are some tips that you have for getting into the holiday mood? Let me know in the comments below. It might help me or anyone else who watches this video. If you enjoyed this and want to see more videos on the channel, you can let me know directly by giving this video a like. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon.